What's up, Saiyan Army? Welcome to the video. So today we got a new client transformation video for you guys. As always, I want to shout out and thank my client Peter for allowing me to share his transformation journey and his story with you guys. As you guys will hear, it definitely hits home for me, and it will probably hit home for a lot of you guys as well. So stay tuned for that. But before we get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, like the video. For those of you guys looking to ascend in 2023, hit your goals, get healthy, whatever it may be, go from Boo to Broly, shoot me an email, gokuflex@gmail.com. Very limited spots available. Let's get into the video. So a little background on my client Peter. He is 25 years old, 6 feet tall. He is 210 pounds, and his goal is to get shredded for the first time and gain as much muscle as he can throughout the process. So take it very slow, maintain as much muscle and recomp if possible. His workout experience, he's been training for about 3 years consistently. Before that was very on and off, so we don't really count that. He was hitting the gym about 5 days a week, but we pushed that to 6. We put him on a version of my Super Saiyan 6 program that you can find at SaiyanArmy.com. And we also couldn't utilize any HIIT type cardio because of his condition, which you guys will hear in his story. I asked Peter if he had anything to share, and this is what he had to say. For people who don't know me, I was born with 2 holes in my heart and had to have emergency open heart surgery to fix them. Growing up, I never felt athletic enough as I wasn't allowed to participate in sports because of my condition. This made me feel really unconfident and invisible. I felt that people saw me as the quiet, nerdy kid, and that was all I was ever going to amount to. I've always wanted to change that, and when I turned 19, my doctor finally gave me the okay to start going to the gym because I finished my growth spurt. After years of consistently going to the gym on a bulk, I finally decided to start a cutting phase in January 22 with Matt. Before this, I've had friends and family who didn't believe in me, calling me fat, but I didn't care. I knew to just trust the process. It took me a year, but I'm finally proud of my physique. For those of you struggling, if it's one piece of advice I could share, it would be to stop believing your predisposition. I could have just accepted who I was, the quiet, unathletic, nerdy kid. Go throughout life not really even trying to reach my full potential. I've been inspired by so many people that Matt has transformed. I'd love to thank everyone for being a part of his community. I know I still have a lot of progress to make, and I know that we still will all keep killing in 2023. So I remember when I first started going to the gym, 119 pounds. My first day in the gym, couldn't even bench the bar. I remember just feeling like I was rowing a boat or something and just struggling, like kayaking or something with the bar, and it just fell on my chest and it felt like 1,000,000 pounds just crushed me, and then I felt like everyone was staring and laughing, but I kept going. And I remember my second day in the gym, a bunch of the football players ended up being at the gym as well, and they went up straight to my face and asked me, "What are you doing here? Why are you here? You think you're gonna get big? You're not. You think you're gonna get strong? You're not. You don't belong here." Like, they own the place. I didn't say anything. Like, I was so self-conscious back then that I didn't even say anything. But what I did do was I internalized it. I took all their hate and I internalized it and used it as fire to fuel me and just motivate me to surpass my limits, to ascend. I remember like a year or two later, I started looking better than them. I was stronger than a lot of them as well. And they wouldn't even look at me in the gym because they knew what they told me, they knew what they said before, and they knew they were wrong. But what they did say was steroids. And haters will hate. That's just what they do. But it's always the best motivation to ascend and go beyond and push beyond your limits. Let's get right into the transformation. This will be a 12-month transformation. We'll be going through each and every month, breaking down the macros, the cardio, and everything so you guys can follow along and just motivate you guys throughout the year. Show you guys that if you guys are consistent and diligent towards your goals, this year can change your life. You can add years to your life by just getting healthy and in shape. A lot of people have a lot of health problems, especially with the pandemic and all the weight they gained that they still have yet to lose. So let's get right into it. Month 1, January. Macros: 300 carbs, 65 fats, and 210 grams of proteins. Cardio was 1 session of 300 calories. Average weight was 204.6 pounds. And here's his month 1 pictures. As you can see, he doesn't look quite as bloated as he did before. Face is leaning down a little bit. Stomach is leaning down just a little bit. Looks like he just dropped a bunch of water weight as well. However, we're just beginning. Month 2, February. Macros: 300 carbs, 65 fats, 210 grams of protein. So macros stayed exactly the same from month 1 to month 2. Cardio did get increased to 3 sessions of 300 calories. His new average low in was 198.1 pounds. That's about an average drop of about 1.6 pounds every single week. Here's his month 2 pictures. So in month 2, lighting definitely is a little bit different and better. Got that downward lighting. However, you can still see gains being made. His legs definitely have come up. His quads definitely look a lot better. His calves. His whole physique is just tightening up a lot, and everything's moving in the right direction. From the back, you can see his V-taper improving slowly but surely, and from the side, his stomach is flattening out just a little by little, and we're on the right track. Let's keep on going. Month 3, March. Macros: 275 carbs, 60 fats, and 220 grams of proteins. Carbs dropped 25 grams, protein increased by 10 grams, fats dropped by another 5. Cardio stayed the same at 3 sessions, 300 calories. New average low weigh was 193 pounds. That's about a 1.2 pound drop every single week. And here's his month 3 pictures. As you can see, arms are looking better. They look like they're coming up. Legs are coming up still. They're looking a lot better from the back. You can see more definition coming, more thickness coming, and from the side, shoulders, triceps looking a lot better, a little bit more separation coming in. Month 4, April. Macros: 275 carbs, 60 fats, and 220 grams of protein. So macros stayed exactly the same. Cardio was 3 sessions of 300 calories, exactly the same. New average low weigh-in was 186 pounds. That's an average of 1.75 pound drop every single week. And the reason why I add these to the transformations is to show you guys that change takes time. A lot of people think that if you're not losing, 2+ pounds every single week, then you're off track. But that's not the case. Slow and steady always wins the race, and that's how we did it here, as you guys will see. And here's his month 4 pictures. Abs coming in slowly but surely. You can see a little bit of definition coming in. Obviously the lighting definitely helps. Arms looking better, legs looking good. From the back, he's not flaring his lats quite as much as the before pictures, but looks relatively the same from the back. Side, you can see ever so slightly a little bit more separation in his shoulders, triceps, everything. Triceps definitely look like they're coming up, which is great to see. Let's keep on going. Month 5, May. Macros: 275 carbs, 60 fats, and 220 grams of proteins. Cardio was the same, 3 sessions of 300 calories. Average weigh-in was 176.6 pounds, which is a weekly drop of 2.3 pounds. So definitely a bigger drop this month than the other months. Here's his pictures. So the angle on the front and his posture is a little bit different, so it's hard to say how much change is happening, but it looks like everything's just tightening up slowly but surely. From the back, you definitely can see more definition coming in. His V-taper is looking a lot better. And from the side, everything looks relatively the same. Month 6, June. Macros: 275 carbs, 60 fats, and 220 grams of protein. So macros stayed exactly the same. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Cardio was 3 sessions of 300 calories. Also, I'm going to touch on the protein. Yes, the protein is very high. I mean, it wasn't high compared to when he was in his 200s, but it's higher now that he dropped 30 pounds. However, we kept it that way just because it was working, and 2, because protein's a lot more satiating. You're going to be a lot more full on 100 grams of chicken breast versus 100 grams of white rice. So that's why we just kept it the same. However, we do change it as we go. New average low weigh-in was 169.5 pounds. That's an average weekly drop of 1.7 pounds. Here's his pictures. Alright, so abs are definitely tightening up. He's losing that fat on his stomach. Abs are slowly but surely coming in. From the back, that thickness and V-taper is coming in. From the side, stomach is flattening out. Everything's moving in the right direction. Timing consistency makes gains, and that's exactly what we're doing. So let's keep on rocking. Month 7, July. Macros: 300 carbs, 60 fats, and 180 grams of protein. Cardio was 3 sessions, 300 calories. New average low weigh-in was 165 pounds. So that's a 1.1 pound drop every single week. As I mentioned earlier, yes, his protein was high, so this is where we kind of changed it. We dropped protein by 40 grams and we increased carbs by 25 grams. But yes, the calorie deficit still did increase. And here's his month 7 pictures. Abs coming in slowly but surely. Again, lighting is a lot better, but you can see the abs forming. Arms looking good. Back is looking lean. That thickness is coming in. Especially with this brighter light, you can see more of that definition coming through. He is looking great, especially when you compare it to his before pictures. He is killing it. Month 8, August. Macros: 300 carbs, 60 fats, and 180 grams of proteins. Cardio was 3 sessions of 300 calories. New average low weigh-in was 157.8 pounds. That's a 1.8 pound drop every single week. Here's his month 8 pictures. So abs getting even leaner. That separation is coming through even deeper. You can see the arms coming in as well. From the back, that thickness is in. You can see that definition, especially from the side. His stomach is fully flattened by now. And his legs definitely came up, even if you look from his before pictures. Month 9, September. So this is where he took a break and went on vacation. So I get this question asked a lot about diet breaks and just taking breaks in general. And yes, I highly recommend it, especially when you've been going hard for 8 straight months and hitting it every single week. Like, I highly recommend taking diet breaks in between, taking deloads, giving it time for your body to rest, and just having non-tracking weeks. And this is where he did it. Month 10, October, macros 270 carbs, 50 fats, and 170 grams of proteins. Cardio was 3 sessions at 300 calories. Average weigh-in was 149.6 pounds. So this is just his starting point from when he got back. These are just macros he was on. And here's just month 10 pictures. As you can see, abs are in, arms looking good, legs looking good, just everything is looking great. Homie's looking peeled. Even from the back, you can see that definition. From the side, that tricep and shoulder definitions coming through. And he definitely recomped some muscle and held on to a lot of that muscle that a lot of people lose when they take cuts too aggressively. A lot of times people just starve themselves and lose a lot of their muscle and their fat, and they just look like sticks afterwards. So that's why we take it slow like we did here. Month 11, November, macros 270 carbs, 50 fats, and 170 grams of proteins. Cardio, the same, 3 sessions, 300 calories. Average weigh-in was 147.1 pounds. So that's just a 0.6 pound drop every single week. Nothing special. However, this is where we decided to start reversing. He's well beyond his goal. He didn't even need to technically get this lean, but it was what he wanted to do, and he did it. And here's his month 11 pictures. Abs looking diced, arms diced, just everything's looking lean and mean. I mean, he looks pretty much exactly the same as month 10, just a little bit leaner and with a little bit more definition. Obviously, a 0.6 pound drop every single week is not a lot. However, it does add up, and I'm sure the haters ain't saying the same things anymore. Let's get on to the final month. Month 12, macros 300 carbs, 65 fats, 160 grams of proteins. Cardio 2 sessions, 300 calories. Average weigh-in was 146.1 pounds, so he dropped a pound over the past month. And this is where we kind of started to reverse, and he's gonna start reversing throughout the rest of the next couple of months just to get his metabolism back up again and just to fill out more to move into a gain-taining phase. Here's his month 12 pictures. Obviously, these are gym pictures with good lighting and a pump, but he earned it. He's looking great. He put in the work, and that's what making a decision and just sticking to it can do. And a year can change your life. So for all you guys watching, put in the work, stay diligent, stay consistent, because consistency is key in just anything you do, and we will all ascend in 2023. Prove them haters wrong. Don't need to say anything to them. Internalize all that hatred and prove them wrong. Don't let them be right. That just gives me chicken skin just thinking about it. Fuck them haters. I'll see you guys in the next video. For those of you guys, again, looking for online coaching, looking to ascend in 2023, prove them Yamchas wrong, shoot me an email, goguflex@gmail.com. For programs, check out SaiyanArmy.com. I highly recommend my Saiyan shredding program. I took all my years of knowledge of all my clients that I've helped and put it into one ebook for you guys to follow along as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love, strength and honor. Aloha.